Okay, gang, here we go with part 2 of my favorite 50 books as I was tagged by Jean-Paul, Ace, and Peter. Jean-Paul, Ace, Peter. Here we go, without delay. Fantastic Four 256. I was a big fan of the John Byrne run of this title. And this is probably my favorite cover of the run. Anyway, great Annihilus cover. Rolling right along. Good Lord. Good Lord, good Lord. Avengers number 60. One of my very favorite issues of the Avengers of all time, if not my very favorite. This is probably my best copy. At one time I had about 6 or 8 of these. I only have maybe 2, 3 at the most left. But this is my best copy. Love it, love it, love it. Here's just another copy. I think this is the one I showed in the video just 2 or 3 days ago. There's another copy, another nice high grader. Our Army at War 262. Joe Kubert Magnificence. This is probably my favorite of those early bronze books. The cover is just magnificent. Not in super high grade, but very, very nice nonetheless. Suits me fine. Very happy with it. That's a blazer. Captain America 106. This is a copy from the Joe Koch warehouse. Again, that I've been talking about, that I purchased back in the late 80s. I bought a short stack of these, probably a half a dozen. And I think I paid $3 a piece wholesale. Oh, there goes an airplane overhead. And this is the one that I kept. All the others are gone. But that is a beautiful, beautiful copy. Classic Kirby, classic Marvel Silver Age. Stunning book. This isn't a comic book, but it's the first printing of the soft cover of The Dark Knight. You know, this thing's never even been opened, so I mean, it's gonna be high grade, you know. I sold all of my off-the-rack books from the time. Kept this sucker. I also bought the hardcover at the time, and I sold that years ago too. But nonetheless, The Dark Knight is just one of my favorite stories of all time. Here's the DC proudly presents the original Swamp Thing saga from 1977. In lieu of showing my Swamp Thing books, which I'm saving for another video, here's this one. Really nice high grade copy of it. I bought one of these off the stands too. This is not the one, but that's a great book. It's got a great wraparound cover by Wrightson. Just to keep rolling here, my beloved Marvel Premiere number 9. I was just talking about my love of this Steve Englehart, Frank Brunner Marvel Premiere run. Some of my absolute favorites from 1973. This is a beautiful high grader with stunning centering. Very nice. My best copy. Love it. Love everything about it. Okay. Now, before we all get excited, this is what comes with something called, I believe, the Batman Masterpiece set. You get a 9-inch action figure, a hardcover book, and this exact reprinting of Batman #1. And this is what came out of the set. I believe the set came out about 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. And I never opened this copy. I just put it straight into Mylar. So it is magnificent near mint. And it's just a beautiful reprinting of an uber classic book. It's not going anywhere from my collection. Just showed this one a day or two ago. That's Starspangled War Stories 138. The first of the Enemy Ace books by Joe Kubert in the series. What can I tell you? Uber classic stuff. Showed this one too. I'm only putting them in here because they are my favorites, but I just showed this one too a day or two ago. Fabulous, fabulous Uber classic Detective Comics 437. My very favorite of all the Detective Comics of the Bronze Age. Here's a great book. Gunsmoke Western number 66. This is a very, very tough book to find in higher grades or even in mid grades. And 10 or 12 years of searching for it and having 4 or 5 copies blow through my hands, this is the best one that ever came around. Stunning, stunning Jack Kirby Dick Ayers cover and art on the inside. Beautiful book. Beautiful, beautiful. And just to show that I do have some love for the modern age, I'm not sure when this book came out, but to me it's modern age. Avengers, what is that, 491, I guess it is. Well, that's a beautiful cover, nonetheless. I have about 3 of these. Bought them for 99 cents a piece. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Ghostly Haunts, number 41. Great, great issue. Really spooky stuff. Not a high grader, but still about the best one I've been able to find over many years. Lovely stuff. Spooky, spooky, haunting issue. Great, great stuff. The Phantom, number 58. I developed a love for the Phantom title in 1973, and it lasted all the way through to the end of the run. This is one of my favorites. It's a copy of number 58. You're not going to find one much nicer than this. I searched for years for it. I've still got my off-the-rack copy upstairs, but that's my beloved Phantom number 58. And here's the last issue of the run. Phantom number 74 with the blazing Don Newton painted cover. Killer book in every way. Just amazing. What? Really, really beautiful stuff. Again, I've got my off-the-rack copy upstairs, but this is a beautiful, beautiful near mint copy I bought back in the early 90s. Great, great stuff. Whoop, falling over myself here. Here's another Charlton book, Ghostly Tales 113. Just love the psychedelic cover of this thing. Again, not in super high grade, but a nice book nonetheless. This copy suits me fine. Oh, there goes my neighbor with his lawnmower. So we're gonna shortly wrap this up. Another old favorite of mine, Amazing Adventures number 12. Great Mike Plug artwork. Got my off-the-rack copy around here somewhere, up in the stacks. But this is one I bought years ago. Just a high grader of a beloved book. Okay, just a couple more. House of Secrets 103. Extremely hard to find in super high grade because of the black cover. Bernie Wrightson greatness. Again, not super high grade, but keeps me happy and content. Very nice. There's a Green Lantern 68. Great Gil Kane cover. Some nice high grade material. Love it, love it, love everything about it. And finally, House of Mysteries 217. One of the, in my humble opinion, one of the most uber classic Bernie Wrightson covers of all. This one is pretty sharp. Not super high grade, but high grade enough to make me smile on a daily basis. Beautiful looking thing. Really, really nice. Anyway, that's part 2 of the video. I'll do a short part 3 in just a few minutes, so keep your eyes open. See y'all shortly. Bye-bye.